coming up on this episode.
Dog ate rat poison, so we made him vomit with an injection called acamorphine. And then now we're giving her the charcoal toxaban to absorb the poison.
Jasmine, how are you today?
Hi, Beverly.
What are you here for today?
Andy.
What's Andy getting today?
Andy's getting dental. He's the one that had the fractured leg and the broken pelvis.
Aww.
With a huge fracture, 5 days at the shelter.
Aww. How did he end up at the shelter?
Well, who knows? Who knows? So, got adopted.
Oh, we got adopted? Who adopted him?
Vicky Palmer, who starred in Aquila and the Bee.
Nice,
and
very nice.
Shooting a movie in Louisiana.
Oh.
For 4 months, he's flying down as soon as he's at the end of the month, and it's for the producers of American Horror Story.
Nice.
So from being deadly sick and almost losing the leg now to being, jet sitter now.
So there's a happy ending after the shelter after all. That's wonderful. That is so good. I'm actually so happy. Oh, that is so good. Oh, after all that pain and stuff, I'm so glad it's gonna have a nice good home.
Saved his leg.
Very nice.
Okay,
Give
Andy,
you a little
time for
label
your-
here. Little label for surgery. So when is he going to his new home today?
No, at the end of the month.
End of the month?
Yeah, so I'm getting all this stuff done.
Very nice.
Doing a little therapy on the leg.
Yeah. Is he using the leg at all?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Dr. Anderson wants him to be running around now. And
Yeah.
Dr. Andy wanted him in quarantine for 10 weeks.
Right. Oh, he's
Okay,
such a
baby.
sweetheart. No more shelter for you. You're getting a really good home. That's wonderful. Nice.
There are certain things that you have to do with a pet, because I had 5 at once. And you know what? When I had 5 at once, they never listened to me. They only listened to my ex-husband. I wasn't the alpha. And so because I wasn't the alpha, they would fight when he would go to work. And so what I had to do is I had to learn to separate them because I couldn't control them. I knew my limitations. You need to know yours and recognize that you can't control these 2 dogs, okay? If you have a dog of your own, you can never introduce a new pit bull to that dog, okay? You gotta separate them, or one of them is gonna get killed, maybe yours or this poor little angel, whatever it is. You've got to learn to separate them.
They will be from here on out. And I
Okay,
promise you.
please, because I don't like when people think that rescues aren't doing a good job, and I know you are, and I know you're passionate, you wouldn't be crying. But it's important, especially like in this.
Mad at me. I saw her. She cried when I brought her here, and she knows I was supposed to protect her.
I know, don't you hate it when we let them down? I totally agree. I see your point. The fact that you're crying tells me you care, okay? I know that. I know you do, all right? Yeah, if you need me to help you, suggestions, anything, okay? But you gotta separate them. You gotta get a cage, build whatever. If you need a new dog, may need to be enclosed, okay? It just got out of the shelter. It's scared. It's nervous. It doesn't know who's gonna attack them, okay? And then I don't want you to do this again.
No.
All right. Okay. All right. Give me a hug. All right. I know. This guy's not ready to go home yet, though. She's not ready to go home yet. She's really okay. I'll get her out.
Let her know that love.
I know. She's pretty high on pain meds, so don't worry about it. But I'll bring her in right now. Okay.
How do you think she can go home?
Her legs are really a mess. Okay. Give her a couple of days because she's on some heavy duty antibiotics and pain meds. All right. I'm not judging you. I just want to make sure. Of course, we're gonna bring her out. I'm gonna have somebody carry her out for you.
Okay.
Okay. Just stay right here. All right.
I have 4 rescue pit bulls that have all come from bad situations, and I have 2 that want to fight for the alpha position. When I'm there with him, they get along perfectly. And occasionally when I'm at work, people like to mess with my dogs at the gate and get them to fight. And I've come home to this situation twice to where little mama is just a bloody mess, almost to where she's gonna die. And this is the second time, so I've learned now that at no cost can I let my guard down and think that it's okay for them to be together. And I have to keep them separated. When you start eating, you can come home, okay?
That's right.
Honey, when you start eating, this is the tooth that had to come out. Let me see, honey. Can I see? Oh, you're okay.
This was the worst part because it was puncture wounds in the area under, so that it's very hard to suture because when they move, they rip it open, and then it tends to get necrotic. You know, we actually had a dog that actually did lose his leg at the end of the day.
Right here.
Yes, you see where it is? And see, because it's very hard to suture and keep it sutured. It's okay, you know?
Come here, Mommy. Come here. I'm sorry. I am, honey. I am so sorry.
Here's my opinion with the dog that had these fight wounds on it. I think that the owner seems to love the dog, but if you let something keep happening, because I have doctors who really feel that she's fighting the dog. The dog was just in here, I think, in September, and now it's in here again. So I personally don't want her to come in because it looks like we're saying it's okay to fight. And maybe she's not doing it, but she can create an enclosure for her dog. She can put the dog somewhere so this doesn't happen. She's crying, but what about the dog? The dog's getting progressively messed up. And if this was another client, maybe a client of another race, people would say, oh, they're fighting the dog. If this is a Hispanic client or a black client, people would have been just going off on them. And so I think it's wrong. So she's crying, don't let the dogs fight. Don't put that poor dog with other dogs that are going to attack it. Just because she's trying to rescue dogs, you don't do that. Your dog's not a test subject for sharks, you know? So that's my opinion on that.
Dude, what are you doing? What are you taking a picture of?
It's going on my online dating profile.
What?
Look, we got $15 donation for Spirit.
Spirit.
And now let's just talk about the donation container that they stole and you guys didn't notice them stealing it.
Dog ate rat poison, so we made him vomit with an injection called apomorphine. And then now we're giving her the charcoal with toxaban to absorb the poison. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. He'll be all right.
So we get a lot of cats that are hit by cars and stuff that people don't have any money, and they like rush in with these cats, and the prognosis isn't always good. And this one was, you know, covered in maggots, which is always a bad sign. So doesn't look good for its survival. And I really don't like that. But I mean, we save more than we lose, but I think this is one we're gonna lose.
Jasmine, where'd you get the dog from? That's a big dog.
There were two dogs that there were Salt and Pepper, and Salt was adopted. They had a Doberman, and so after an hour, they returned him back to the shelter. Walter came out of a Lancaster shelter. He was, there was 2 of them, Salt and Pepper, that was his former name. And he was adopted. The adopter had a Doberman that jumped all over Salt. Salt is an 80-pound Labradoodle. So the guy got Pepper, his brother. So the next day I saw that he was available, and so we went to go get him and get him checked right now at the vet to make sure he's okay. He might have a little sniffle or something. He was forced to live outside. He was surrendered to the shelter. His family lost their home, and they had 2 big Labrador retrievers, Labradoodles. And so we have 2 other dogs that we got out of West Valley Shelter. They were in horrific condition. They were matted to the skin, and they were surrendered. And so that's Mimi and Tessie, and they are Yorkie Malteses. And also we have Mary, who's one of the triplet puppies. It's her brother is Noah, that has no eyes and deformed legs, and Abby, who has deformed legs, and Mary's coming in for her surgery on her knee. We also brought in Andy. Andy we saved from Wildemar Shelter, and he had a fractured leg and fractured hip. The leg was so broken that the bone was sticking out almost, and Dr. Andy saved his leg. He's officially adopted by the actress Keke Palmer, and we're here to get his teeth cleaned. So it's just a day in a job at Saving Canine Lives Plus. There were 2 of them. Right. There was Salt and Pepper. His name was Salt.
Right.
Okay, the guy adopted him, had a Doberman, and an hour later he brought him back. When we found out, watch, look, he bit his ear.
Oh, the Doberman bit
Bit this one.
I just found it.
Right
Okay.
here.
All right, yeah.
Norma just found it. She's like, why the blood? So
Okay.
we just found it. So the guy brought him back within an hour and took Pepper.
Well, they shouldn't have taken that back. They shouldn't have given him the dog.
Well, they said, well, the shelter doesn't do home care. They don't do it. What it is they kept telling him, you should do a meet and greet. And
Yeah.
he's like, no, they're fine. He walks them, and the Doberman's trying to get at him.
So it's probably gonna grab the other dog. Yeah. So they shouldn't have let it
And
go.
end up in the shelter too.
Well,
But we got Salt.
you should ask him when he comes back to let you know.
Okay, I'm calling,
Okay.
but we don't have any work. You know, this one will get adopted. The other
Right.
one will wait and
She might
see.
take both of them. Since they're together.
Well, they came together. Why did they get turned in?
The family lost their home. This is what we were told.
Right, right.
Labradoodle Rescue came in like 15 minutes after me. And they kept saying, we'll take him. I'm like, no, I drove over an hour to go get him, and I had to check his temperament. He's a gentle giant. He's a giant horse.
Right.
And my foster calls me up yesterday and said, oh my God, he is so gentle.
Right.
But he's a giant. He's a gentle giant. Mimi and Tessie out of West Valley Shelter, they were severely matted and neglected, and they're very, very fearful. One of their, we think it was one of her daughters was adopted, a little Yorkie, and returned because she was so fearful, so another rescue got her. And we think that she's the mama of Mimi that we have, the little 5-pound black one.
And is she being like adopted or anything? Or?
No, right now we just got him out of the shelter like 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And we're just getting them all checked.
So Jasmine is a wonderful rescue that we work with. I love her. She's with Saving Canine Lives. They do a lot of special needs, and she has the same passion I do for special needs. So there was this pimp and his prostitute, I think, was doing some inbreeding because she had like 4 Malteses that she had kept inbreeding, and they came out deformed, and one of them came out with no eyes. A couple of them came out with like deformed legs, and Mary is one of the dogs that we're trying to, Jasmine was nice enough to take, and so we're going to help her with some orthopedic surgery and see if we can correct the legs.
Okay, the dog was neutered yesterday, and the scrotum is very swollen, which means there's some fluid buildup in there. And since the dog had a cone on his head, he did not lick the area. So more than likely there's a blood vessel, something going on in there, so they're gonna have to take the whole scrotum area off.
Well, what kind of surgery are you doing on this one?
This one has a fractured tibia. So this bone right here is broken, and it's what we call a butterfly fracture, meaning that it's not a simple fracture. There's a wedge taken out of it. So this one I'm going to put a pin and a plate with screws in it to stabilize it. Because she's such a big dog, she's going to be bearing a lot of weight on it.
Yeah, I tried lifting her.
Wait, because I'm worried, because we have to shave it.
Get a muscle on it.
I'm trying to see if it's, okay, it's not nice.
She's going to be pissed. She's going to be pissed. No, she's going to be pissed that this is not ready. So, doctor.
Yeah?
The dog is not exceptionally friendly.
Okay, can you muzzle it?
Yeah, they're gonna muzzle it right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
You have somebody that can help hold.
Right, I'll get a guy to help hold. Okay, all right.
He's actually doing really well. He's just mostly scared, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you know what's in there or no?
Well, I'm just looking at his adrenal glands. His left adrenal is, well, both adrenals are nodular shaped.
What's that mean?
They're just like they're not symmetrical. One pole has a little nodule off of it. The right adrenal is slightly enlarged in measurements. The left adrenal is actually high normal in size. I'm just worried about like early Cushing's, which is an endocrine disorder that dogs get, which can cause their liver values to go up. The dog has a hepatopathy, has a lot of sludge in the gallbladder. I don't know if did you get the full blood work?
Yes, we have the both. Yes.
Does it have triglycerides and cholesterol too on that blood work?
Can we grab that? Sure. Hold on one second.
And his kidneys are also hypercoic, so I mean I don't know what his urinalysis.
They didn't run a urinalysis.
Yeah, he needs to have a urinalysis done because you want to check it for protein loss. You want to check for an infection in the urine, which all these can go hand in hand with Cushing's disease, and so you need to find out if he's like polyuric, polydipsic, where he's drinking a lot of water. He also has a small little mass on the tail of the spleen, and it doesn't look that cavitated, it looks more benign. Okay, Tycho. You ready? Oh, good boy. What a brave dog. Oh, it's really dilute. Yeah, he probably is PUPD. Looking at this urine. So.
Okay, thank you.
What's a PUPD?
Polyuric polydipsic. It means they drink a lot of water and they urinate excessively, which the endocrine disorder Cushing's is what I'm concerned with this dog, can cause that type of urine. So That's why it would be probably good to like work them up for that by testing. There's all kinds of tests you can do to help document it and confirm my findings of Cushing's.
What did they want? What's the problem?
Stand on that side of the cage
Why?
because there's
What was wrong with the dog?
nothing.
What the fuck? Are you kidding?
They just wanted an ultrasound so they had a full exam. Dr. Anderson, I swear to God.
What?
Wait, did they? Yes. No, do it. Make her pay for it.
We did. We gonna make her pay
Do
for
a
it.
nail trim.
We gonna make her. We're gonna charge her $50 per nail.
No, don't do all that. That's
so
me. No, but it's through exclusion that people, when I go into room, they lie. They through lack of omission.
What happened to her ability to triage and get information?
Well, we got a lot of info. Well, we're triangulating the dog. She's gone in there. I haven't seen the dog.
I would have my head careful.
It's okay. Why are you getting closer to me?
I know.
I think you should let that dog bite her for this
But I'm
fuck up.
explaining stop touching.
Because we rushed, we tried to get, we thought the dog was sick, it needed some emergency ultrasound. That's what I thought, and it was just.
I believe that too. And so much of the dog on the counter is going, it's here for its ultrasound, how long, blah, blah, blah.
We should charge her $1,000 for the ultrasound just for that fucking asshole.
But she should have told